Does the swallow dream of flying as it sleeps on the wing? Does it long for the summer as it flies home for spring? Does Daisy feel a sadness at the last rays of sun? Does the wind feel the gladness at the work that it's done? I won't go making mountains out of molehills anymore. I won't go chasing windmills round in circles anymore. I won't go preaching sermons to the choir. What's it for? I won't go through the motions anymore. Does the river ever wonder what will come round the bend as it twists and meanders down its slow descent? I looked out over London with my last cup of tea. My gaze was returned by grey cloud and steam.
Hello. How are you doing today? I was halfway about to put on my wrist brace when I realized the song was running out of time. My wrist is feeling so much better. We're just putting this on so I don't like risk it, you know? But it's being nice to me now. Like it's still ever so slightly pinchy in the joint right here, but the like ache I had like all the way here and a little bit here, completely gone. So I'm getting better. And I better be, because this has been since September. I'm getting a little high. Let's fix that. What's up with my bangs, by the way? I showered today, and sometimes I just let it choose its shape when it air dries. Sometimes that goes well. Sometimes that causes an interesting swoop, you know? No, Taryn? You haven't been in chat in a hot minute. I'm just building today. If you've is this the right one? Yeah, that is the right direction. I don't know if you've seen my Bloodbound stuff, but it's based off Vampires SMP. I'm in a fan server for it. So I've been working on the estate my character used to live in her backstory. But it's a huge build and it's taking way longer than I thought it would, which is fine. Let's dive into Minecraft now. But hi! I haven't seen you in a minute. Hello? Did it pop up? It did. Okay. This is what we got so far. For some reason, we're the innards for the top floor, which is mostly I just want to get these rooms pumped out. Looking alright. Yeah, that's study, that's parents' room. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I've been watching them. I'm on the 3rd episode. That's so exciting. I'm glad you're watching it. I feel like it's the type of thing you'd enjoy. It's very D&D-esque, and I feel like you like my character angst writing style. That actually makes me realize that my Bloodbound character is kind of somewhat similar to my D&D character, just a little bit. The backstory is very different, but the way she kind of holds herself is very similar, except for the violence. Serene was still very violent. Okay, we need to do these. Um, since it goes uppies, we can totally like do different walls. Do we want to do different walls? I think we do, like wallpaper. Okay, so that's red and black. What do I want Ethel's room to look like? Because I kind of don't know what I exactly want it to look like. We could do crimson as like a wallpaper. The nobility, yeah. The nobility and a little bit like the way those two characters interact with like people they don't like, I guess, is the best way to describe that. Both my Bloodbound character and Serene will put up with a lot, and be very nice to people. Oh, fire coral. But then I have to keep it wet. That's a problem. Um, yeah. They'll both be nice until the person can be easily dealt with. And then they won't be quite so nice. I'm like squinting like crazy here. I feel like my computer screen is way darker than usual. It's all the way up, brightness wise. Interesting. What am I doing? Do we want this? We might want this siding. That might be good. I don't really know what I'm doing. What if I do stripey stripey? Like, is that too textured? That might be too textured. What do you think? Is that too much texture? I need to turn down my ring light. Like, this is too bright right now. Why is it sometimes, like, worse? Can I reach you? Okay, I think I have to stand up. 1 second. It's like really shiny in my eyes right now. There we go. Hopefully I'm not too dark. But yeah. Okay. I think this is too textured. I think it goes well together. Try. We don't actually, like, really need a corner, to be fair. Look at that. Or, actually, maybe we want, like, a fake corner here. Can I stop wiggling about? Like, oh, actually, that's not gonna work. Never mind. Never mind. Well, because, right, this siding is here, but that can't go there. See? But we'll figure out what I intend to do. We can always just change that a little bit. I'm feeling like I'm struggling to get what I'm thinking out of my head right now. I am so sorry about that. Is this good? I like how I keep just, like, second guessing myself. What if instead we do, like, a flatter thing? Do I want it here or here? That's too orange. but like concrete. Or here. I think these. I feel like this is too much going on. We need to tone it down just a smidgen. And I think this works. I just realized I can turn down my headset. I was like, oh, I have way too much of that. I was like, just thinking in my head, I feel like I'm really quiet compared to the audio, and I was like, that's probably not a problem for you guys. Do let me know, though, if I am, like, way too quiet. But yeah, I can just turn down my headset so the block sounds aren't distracting me. Voila! And then here. We can just make it thicker, you know? Like the walls can be thicker. Just realized that's a corner. And that'll probably be gone too. Anyways, how's everybody doing? When did I stream last? It was Saturday. I did stream Saturday. Ah, I have done things since I last streamed, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Did I go against the back wall there? I did. I did. I did it like this. Ah! Don't mind me. Just shifting it over. That's not what was supposed to be placed there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I did stuff Saturday night. What did I immediately do? So we went shopping after the stream. My keyboard's lagging. It's ticking me off. But if I could finish a sentence at any point in this stream, that would be lovely. We're only like 10 minutes in. Still, I would like to speak like a person. We went shopping. Where's the first place we went? I think we went to a shoe store first. Did we? Yeah. And I found some winter boots I like, because basically I have like heavy duty negative 40 degree winter boots, which I don't need. Well, I do need, but they're like really heavy, so I don't wear them like all the time, obviously. I don't know how I'm doing this. There's gotta be something I can put that's gonna behave itself in these corners, and I still haven't made up my mind. Like, I could do a little this action, you know? It's not bad, but it works for now, and that's what we accept. We accept things that work for now. We kind of don't like it. I wish I could do the cornered stair without having another stair there. That's what I want in life. Guess we can drag it out on these other sides. Maybe we scooch this door over one again. And then I can have a proper corner, and then that's not quite so bad, you know? Why am I schnurfly? Bam, 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 bam. But yeah, I found some boots that kind of fit me. And were like a mid-level between like my hiking boots and my really good winter boots. I don't know what this wall is. It's just itself. So we could put like a closet here sort of affair, and then we can get rid of that corner issue. And then those just kind of go well together. We can even, we'll shift it over one more time. And then it'll be super even. Look at that. See, it mirrors itself, and now it's nice to a degree. I'm gonna drink some water. But yeah, isn't that, should that lovely? And we'll figure out what the heck's going on with these walls. And now I like that so much, and this is kind of bad. You know? Like the blackstone went with the glazed terracotta we were using. Like we were gonna use the black glazed terracotta. But it didn't work. So now I don't like it as much. But what if I do like something like that? I do kind of like that. We'll do slash fill so I don't have to think about the powder falling, you know? Slash fill red concrete. Bam. I don't know, that feels a little more fulfilling. I'm not loving the texturing of it, but what can you do? I do like it better than what I've got so far. What else did I do other than find boots that they were nice, but for some reason, I keep not finishing this story. So the tongue of the boot, where it was sewn in on the like middle part, no, the outer part of the boot, instead of chopping off the extra fabric of the tongue, they folded it and then included that in where it was sewn. So there was this thick chunk of thick fabric because obviously it's a boot. So it's this thick, like not quite leather fabric. Right where the like nerve on your ankle is. So it was a lovely boot and it fit me perfectly, other than that little section where the tongue was sewn in, and it really hurt. Like it rubbed on you. So I'm a little dumb. I can't talk while putting in commands. It's fine. It's so fine. I just... Nobody needs to worry about that. I don't want to do the command this much for these tiny little walls here, but I have to because it'll fall otherwise. Anyway, so I didn't end up getting those boots. Sadness. Because I really do probably need winter boots in my life that aren't super heavy ones. Just realized my mic's like really far away. Um, but they hurt. Oh no! How did I do that? Did I not already have the command open? How? Why? Why do this to me? Red concrete. There. See, I do like that better. I'm not sure about the Blackstone. I might switch it to dark oak. But Wrigley, hello! You just got out of school? Nice. I just started stream. Do I want to have like this siding going on? Problem is I'm having such an annoying time with the corners. I'm gonna ignore that section, actually. I mean, we figured this out for Ethel's room. Is in the corner doing this sort of affair. And that's not too bad. Honestly, their bedroom's quite big. We could probably have like a little table there that would make sense. There isn't a lot of corner going on here. I don't know what's gonna be up with this. They are gonna have little, my brain's saying patios, balconies to look out. I don't know. Now my brain's like thinking about how like when you go to a ball, there's usually like a place you can go to the balcony. But I feel like that's just like here. Like we'll stick balconies here or something to like look out into the garden. Oh, hydrate or dihydrate. Um, 7 stream streak. Wow, wowza, that's wild. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so here's the thing. As soon as I ended stream, I remembered something I'd meant to do with this dome that I straight up didn't do. Can I remember what it was now? I can! Okay, 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 okay. It's not in there, it's in here. These, to make it rounder! Not like that. Does that make sense? Does that look good in the slightest? Do we like that at all? I don't actually like it. Maybe there? No. Never mind! Lock in! I'm locking in! I'm so locked in, I swear. I'm not. Not at all. And then yeah, what if I'm doing some like notches? So every other one like that. But we want to make sure this corner's move how you want to be moving, please. But yeah, little textured notches going on for texturing, and of course that's shifted over. So why wouldn't it be? Honestly, this is probably a corner, like so. We don't know that yet for sure. It reminds me of a cloud. Ah, my dome is. See, this is nice. It's an empty one. Grr. Okay, I don't care that much. Notches, notches, notches. Yay, notches. Oh no, that does make sense. And yeah, now we just like completely ignore the black. Place that, please. The fact that the blackstone exists, we're just ignoring that because it's completely covered because I didn't like it. We are once again ignoring this section because it's mean to me. That's why. I had like 50 million tests this week. That sucks. I mean, at least you can get through this week and know all the future weeks will probably be much easier. At least you can look forward to that. That's 5 tall. How tall did I make you? I think it all needs to be 1 more higher. Yep. So I'm probably gonna be hiding this with crown molding as well, but that we ignore that fact. Ah! It's fine. My voice is not coming out easily today. Like, I feel like it's probably noticeable by my voice being deeper than usual. But yeah, it's being mean to me, it's hard to speak. My, like, squawky noises, like, are facing resistance to escape. Anyways, okay. That's how we want that. Great. But my friend who hasn't talked to me in like a week finally messaged me again. That's nice. I mean, I'm the worst with like keeping up with people. I'm super time blind. So like if I'm not messaging you in a while, it's not because we're like not close anymore, as I'm a little spacey. Well, I'm not a little spacey, I'm just not always aware of how much time has been passing, you know? What if ooh, what if I just did that? Is that bad? Does that look good? It doesn't really. I don't know. What what blocks do I have to work with? What are good? There's like kelp and stuff. Kelp might be good. Kelp is gonna be not in this section. Like kelp, moss might be a good texture. Mud. I actually kind of like that idea. I said it as a joke, but I don't mean it. Um, the quarter ends next week, and I have an online class that needs section 1 to be done by the end of the quarter. That's weird. Why do they want you to do work before the class starts? That's always very annoying. I just don't. That's not good advice. Don't take it as such. What am I looking at? What was I gonna grab? Kill. Um, you're literally only 50% done. Oh, at least it's something is done. Um, it's okay, Teddy. My voice has sounded really scratchy lately because my throat is still recovering. Yeah, I just sometimes you have a day where like how sloshy that was. Okay, which one do we like most? I don't like that. It already has lines. Pink is distracting me. That's not how of my face like that. Wow. What do we lie? Or do we lie? Oh, hello, meow. How you doing today? It's a 15 stream streak. Oh my goodness. I started class in the middle of the school year. That makes sense. The mud sounds, ugh. I think it works. Yeah. Thing is, I do like this stripy. I think I like this stripy more, but it's also a little too dark, you know? But we get that like little thin stripe. I think me likey. Let's get rid of this though. We don't need that in our lives. I didn't need to do that. We're doing the mud all the way around just because I wanna. Essentially. Oh, all my walls get to be the right color. I just realized that. I'm sorry. Teddy, what did you eat for lunch? I don't know what I have for dinner. What did I eat for lunch? Okay, so I kind of didn't have lunch, but that's because I had a really late breakfast and then I had a snack before starting stream. So I had a bowl of oatmeal for lunch, not lunch, for breakfast at like 11:20. And then I had a banana muffin and a bowl of grapes for technically my lunch, but that's because I had late breakfast. That's what I had. Not good advice for what you want in life for dinner, I would guess. Oh, we got these ramen packs. I never finished explaining what I did Saturday night to you guys. I just kept interrupting myself. But hello, Will. I did see when you joined. I just ignored it for a bit because I was talking here. You've had like cereal and 2 granola bars today. That's not a lot if you're gonna be having dinner soon. I don't know what time zone you're in. You don't need to tell me what time zone you're in if you don't share that on the internet. And what am I talking about anymore? I don't know. I'm so excited for the next Bloodbound session. I haven't even posted the episode that comes out tomorrow, and I'm so excited for it because I have like very concrete plans for once of something I want to get done. So, that's exciting. It's fine. Is there anything I missed? Spare you, please. I did it quick. I did the mud really quick, so it wouldn't bother you for a very long period of time. I hope that's appreciated. You also had a really late breakfast. I had a late breakfast because I kept messaging people on the Bloodbound server while I was, drinking my tea in the morning. So, like, my tea drinking usually takes, like, an hour after I wake up. It's a long time, and then I did my workout, and then, yeah. This is nice! I need, like, windows. Windows. Window. Do we want 3 windows? I think we want 3 windows. Maybe I shift it over. Should be like that. Windows! Anyways, what have I ignored? I didn't know I was such an event when I appeared in your chat. You are, you're like a mini celebrity, I guess. What color would Tyler from work be? Just in general? Like, I just have to aura read this man, what color he'd be? To me, he's just like white and black, you know? Like, he's just a Minecraft skin to me. Windows. Windows. Does she really need such excessive width? I feel like maybe, we shift it over. Just a little bit, and then we don't have this window. Windows. I don't even remember what question I was answering for you, Wrigley. I'll be so real. I couldn't repeat myself if I tried. Oh, about breakfast. Lunch? No, lunch. I didn't really have a lunch. That was my answer. Windows! I want to shift them even further to the side. Tyler from work feels blue. I don't know why Will thinks I'm blue. Everybody else thinks I'm pink or yellow, and then we'll just go see blue. Oh, in your subtitles. Yeah, I subtitle him white. He gets basic coloring from me. I'm liking this. The thing is, this really should, no. Have doors, because this is not like an open entryway. This should not be an open entryway. This is like a door. I don't know. It's a door, guys. Guys, it's a door. I like how I broke that and now I've replaced it. A door. This is I don't like this. It's just gonna have like a hole in the top. The door! The door! I don't think I am of conscious mind enough to be streaming right now. If we're being so real. Because, see, you can just peer into my room. Wow, I solved that problem real well. Look at me go. I don't think I'm conscious. Well, I am, but I don't think there's much happening in my noggin right now. We're just discussing colors. Have I missed anything interesting? Open entryways are really nice, but I'm always scared about mobs getting into said buildings. Well, this is just a creative field, so we don't need to worry about that. But specifically, this doorway is meant to be, like, basically, like, you know, I don't know how much you guys know about historical buildings, but some bedrooms will have, like, a conjoined thing for, like, servants and master bedroom, or um, parents and children's bedroom. So if anything happens in the night, they can quickly go in between each other's rooms. So that's like, this is supposed to be like, not really necessarily a subtle door, but like, just a very, like, these rooms are very separate, but like, not actually. But yeah, like, we're gonna have a lot of open doorways, like, in these hallways and stuff once I clean it up. I think the doors to the bedrooms obviously need to be closed because if you're having public events, not public events, but like big galas and stuff in this section of the building, then like you want to have these bedroom and study areas feel a little more closed off and less welcoming, right? Um, being I'm being dumb again. Who's Terry Berry again? It's Taryn. I don't know what to tell you. It's Taryn. um, Taryn's on the server. Taryn's a D&D friend. Who was recently getting into streaming. I don't know how well that's stuck as a habit. I don't know. I haven't actually paid attention. I haven't gotten a stream notification for Taryn in a hot minute, so um, yeah. What am I doing? I can't just run around. I need to work. Work. So I want the bedrooms to have balconies, but they're like off center for like this thing, and don't really know how I want this to be done, and maybe I don't want a thing at all. Maybe I just want a big ol' Winden. Winden? It's felt like that. Um, maybe no balcony. I just said maybe no balcony, and my brain immediately supplied baby no money. Guys, I think I have had very unmasked ADHD recently, and I don't know what spurred this on. It's not like I've fixed anything else in my life that would cause me to be more ADHD lately. But you're gonna see in episode 6 of Bloodbound that comes out tomorrow, I was like so ADHD. It was bad. What are we doing? I need it to happen. And so what we need in reality is to figure out if we want granite up here, and I think we do want granite up there. So let's smash some granite down, you know? Breathe. You know, I could just like do that. It doesn't actually need to tick in. You know? You know? Okay, let's do this. Yes. Um, we want the tippy top. Granite. It's not how that command works. I'm ignoring chat. What are you saying? Essentially, earlier my dad was getting upset with me because he thinks I spend too much money on ordering in and waste food, even though I eat all my leftovers, even when my parents don't, and I'm usually very conscious about money when ordering. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it's your own money, then it's yours to spend. If, like, I don't know, if he's trying to parent you in that way, like, he should help you, like, come up with, like, a budget or something, maybe. I don't know. I don't know good advice for that sort of thing. I would never out, order in. Yeah, we don't really do that in my family, like, at all. Only when it's desperate measures. Granite. Um, Such beautiful brain you have today. Thank you. Karen, if you ever see this, I'm sorry I forgot who you are and spell your name wrong. Let's get smashing the rocks. OG, my ADHD friend, said I like how I thought I could type this while still reading. That's not how that works. Oh my god! That's not how that works at all. I tried to do it. Anyways, um, said she did bad on an assignment today because her teacher won't give her, like, accommodations. Oh, that's the worst. The amount of times I've had, teachers who, like, wouldn't read my accommodations, which I didn't actually have accommodations for ADHD or anything. I only had it for auditory processing disorder. Hilariously, the only thing I'm diagnosed with. Somehow. Um, if you've been watching my content for any period of time, you definitely know there's other stuff going on. And you definitely have, because there's a 7-streak stream and a 12-streak stream, I think it was, right? So, maybe 15. I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. They wouldn't read my IEP when it was handed to them, and then I'd be struggling at midterms, and then we'd force them to, like, actually do my accommodations. And then guess what? I'd be getting like 80s at the end of that, and it was very annoying. Very, very annoying. I feel too many L's. Um, she has the papers for it. Yeah, yeah, it's not legal. Um, but you have to, like, yell at them. Basically, you have to go, "Hey, yo, I have this thing. Read it, please. Thank you." Yeah, that's what I do. We can just place this, can't we? Um, I told her that my teacher gives her a bad grade. She should argue. That's so annoying. Um, if there's any teachers that are, like, really good for accommodations, I'd suggest your friend, like, goes to that teacher for advice, because then they can be, like, that adult that advocates for you. Because as much as you can advocate for yourself, as you're going through schooling, that shouldn't be your priority, and it will obviously make it so you have to put in all of this emotional effort above everybody else, and that will affect your grades. So even if you do end up getting those accommodations, you've already put in all this extra work that was unneeded. So I do suggest, like, if your friend doesn't necessarily have, like, parents who are able to get super involved in the school to help, um, and other stuff like that, like, try to find, like, a really good teacher who is great about accommodations, go to them for help, see if they can help be an advocate for you. I know, also, like, my schools had, like, a resource staff, and they also had guidance counselors. Some schools only have resource staff, some schools only have guidance counselors. I definitely go to your assigned person from that, because if you have an IEP or whatever your papers, wherever you are called for that, generally you do have an assigned, like, resource person slash guidance counselor for that. But yeah, get yourself someone you can go to help advocate. Because regardless of if you can or cannot advocate for yourself, like you have that confidence and capabilities to get them to listen to you, you shouldn't have to do that, and it shouldn't be an extra amount of workload on top of everything else for you. You know? That's my main advice. For me, I was pretty lucky. My mom is super mama bear about that sort of thing. So if she noticed I was struggling, because I didn't always realize what I was struggling with. But yeah, my mom was great. She'd recognize when I was struggling and like go into the teachers and be like, "Yo, you need to do this." Especially in high school, like my resource teacher, like I think I must have gotten swapped like halfway through high school because suddenly like my resource person was not explaining my IEP, like sitting down with my teachers and explaining it. And that was a major issue because I'd come into class on the first day and all my teachers knew were suddenly they had this FM speaker in their room and didn't know what to do with it because nobody had sat them down and taught them how to use it or explained like why it's even there. Which is how I had a teacher convinced I was hard of hearing for a bit, and I was like, that's not true. It's in the brain, not in the ear. My issue. But yeah, try to get yourself a good advocate that is going to be respected by the other teachers, but also is able to do that labor for you because you as a student should not be exhausting yourself with all that extra labor on top of the schoolwork you're already struggling for because you don't have accommodations. Like, that's a huge no-no. But obviously, it is also different all around the world. I can only say, specifically for where I live, that's the best advice. Alright, I'm gonna scroll up. I do have a job, though, it's low-key their money. Well, Wrigley then, he's allowed to chastise you about that, then I can't really say. If it's their money, you gotta listen to them. I can't help you there. Does this work? What have I been doing making sense? Yeah? No, I mean no like it. We're okay. If I just not like that, if I do this, and it's just like that, it works. It's alright. Um, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, advocate for yourself, blah, blah, blah. Her parents are actually pretty good about supporting her. That's good. Yeah. Killer mentality. You killers. Killers. It's fine. I'm gonna like hop that so I can break it so I don't get confused later. I think it makes sense for the pillars to be smaller on the second layer. It's sad. I don't know if I like it being granite on the second layer. It's honestly such a small layer, I don't know if maybe I want it to be dark oak or something. I think that'll be too jarring. I feel like that's gonna look too different. And then, I don't know what style roof we'll have. Let me look up really quick on Edwardian Manor. Just so I can stare at the roof. Edwardian. Edwardian is not the right time period, I'm realizing. We gonna work, Firefox, please? Edwardian just, like, is nice to me. What is it closest to what I'm going for here? See, it's the floor. the floors are like equally as tall in these images, and then it's just like a little tiny. It's a little tiny guy because I've done a half floor in the middle. I need to figure out what the heck's up with these pillars, man. I don't know. I don't know what's up with these pillars. It's probably too tall. It's pillars. We're still on the pillar mentality. We're having pillar issues. Have we ever had pillar issues? This guy? I don't know what I'm doing. How are we already an hour into stream? I've done so much just staring up in this space. That's the problem with these build streams. I spend too much time just staring. It does make me realize though, like how much time I'd spend scroll please. Building on Minecraft before I started streaming. Like I got this size stuff done all the time in like a week. I was spending way too much time on the game. But hey, it's okay. I'm doing cool things with it now. So it's good, it's fine. Okay. The pillars. Ah! What the heck do I do with you? I don't like you. You're kinda ugly. Okay. We're gonna start it off by just straight up extending this slabs, these sandstone slabs out, and see where we go from there, you know? It's just what it's gonna have to be. Because if we keep ignoring these pillars, then we're gonna have an entire building that does not need these pillars. And we want them, okay? It's something we want. I promise. I want the pillars. Okay, so we'll do 2s. And then it goes across. And then we're gonna have the, like, stair texture, but probably higher for this section, I think. I have made a mistake. I have made an error. I've got a weird mentality right now, guys. I feel like I see, like, clips of Minecraft YouTubers making that sound, like, all the time. Okay. Do we like what I'm doing here, or is this bad? You guys have all gone really quiet, and it concerns me. Chat. Talk to me, chat. Have you left me? I'm gonna have to think about lighting too. Sadness. You're back! Yay! Sorry, I started to fill out a job application. Ooh, nice! All of you all getting jobs. As I'm streaming. That's good. I have to do my training. Not my training. I have to fill out a bunch of paperwork for my summer job. It's due at the end of this month. And so I should do it, like, this week. So I'm not rushing at the end of the month. You know how it is. Trying to get a promotion. Nice. That's nice. Yeah. I need to do my paperwork. Oh, I also need to get my taxes from my school. Because technically I was still going to school this time last year. So. I keep forgetting I technically was still in school in 2025. My year off felt like an actual year off now. Taxes, no, it's fine. I don't have to actually worry about it. I grab the slip and then I send it off, and then it gets dealt with. So it's not actually much of a concern for me. What if I just, like, made rooms? What if I just, you know, what am I doing? Jeff, this wall lines up with that wall. What if I flattened it? What if I flattened it? But what if I was even worse? And this is concave, and this goes whatever the opposite of concave is. My brain has forgotten. Rooms make sense to add. Yeah, but how the heck are you getting into a room that's here? There's no hallway. Unless I do a staircase. That's very small and like one step up. No, it isn't. It would be 4 steps up. Oh, 4-stepper. It's right here. Let's do it. Do it. But is it gonna look weird having it be concave and then not? Okay, so it's 3s. So I'm just marking out where the roof should be. That's gonna be visible. I stick a wall like that. So instead, instead we do that. Taste is smart. So instead, we smack this, and then it goes to here. Look at this intelligence. Prime intelligence, and we don't need to think about that. You know? I'm pulling out the good sounds a little bit. Just a little bit. No one will notice the like extra like sandstone flip there, other than like the fact that like it will be noticeable on the inside. It's fine. I'm just like squinting for no reason right now. A wall! We could just make this section taller. Like even taller. Because I was just thinking I'm gonna need these slabs actually all here for the like roof of this. But then like it's we don't want a sandstone floor necessarily. So we can pop it up even higher, and then we don't need to think about it. And then it'll be extra tall, and then this like front part will be kind of like foreboding. That's not what I mean. I don't mean the word foreboding. Like, it works. Alright, granite, go away. And let's actually clear just like any of the extra goop. Sorry, I'm laughing at the fact that I've called this goop. It's not goop. Wiggle! Wriggle is back. I'm making noises. I've discovered I can put a wall here. And we're just destroying this wall without doing slash fill air for some reason. I really should just do... I should just do... That's what we're gonna do. Yes. So this shouldn't have been air, but it works because I can just place this back. And it's still not that much time. Okay. Yes. Yes! Okay, I figured it out. What's up? Yay. Okay, okay, Docalaise! Then we put in these pillars. See, it's all coming together! I think this is probably gonna be the stream where, like, all of the house kinda comes together pretty well. I see you, history fact. I will do the history fact in a second. Bam. Because at least now I'm gonna have an idea of what the entire exterior should look like. What even day is it today? March 2nd. That's way too far. Sorry. The face I just made was because one of the facts I saw was someone being burned at the stake. There we go. What is there a good one? Let's see. There's a lot of space stuff on March 2nd. I'm not gonna do that though. This one's interesting. It's about communists. March 2nd, 1919. The first Communists International meets in Moscow. The Comintern, as it was formerly known, was organized after the success of the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917 to spread socialist revolution worldwide. It operated until 1943, when the Soviet Union joined the Allies during World War II. I'm notably much better at guessing Russian pronunciation than Aztec. We will work on it. And this should be pillar. Why is the pillar gotta be, like, not quite on? I mean, I like it. It's fine. No one will notice once I have the stairs in. Let's just do that, actually. I'm just gonna stare it up real quick. That's not right. I don't want you to turn. It's fine. We'll ignore it. Just, like, don't do corners. Like, we just, yeah. We just do it like that. Sure. Okay. Would like? I don't mind. Did we leave? I don't know. He might have. He also doesn't have great Wi-Fi right now, so I don't usually expect him to. Well, in general, I don't usually expect him to stay for very long necessarily. If I don't, if I like that it's like just a disc, or if I feel like it needs to be thicker. We are being a tad lazy with it though, and all of this is facing the same direction. Here we go. I feel like it should flip in the middle, but I couldn't be bothered to do that right now. Will is here still. This one is still here. Oh, there was a hydrate or dihydrate that I missed. Apologize. Okay. So yeah, I've decided that doesn't matter, I guess. Bam. And then that one connects to a thing. Hello. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. I got wowed. Yes. Whoa. Wow. I'll do a little. You. Don't know why I would. You. Wall. This is not a wall. This is a pillar. This is fine. And then you need a thingy here, and then another node that hops. And it's gonna go big, and this'll be like a big window. Window. Which honestly, yeah, this pillar will stay this high, and then we'll go whee, you know? You know? You know? Ugh, I fell. I don't know. There's weird brain stuff happening right now. Do you guys have any Bloodbound questions? This was the original point of me building this on stream, was you guys could ask me questions about my character. The thing is, I am doing it like the day before Bloodbound comes out instead of like the day after. I feel like it would make more sense for me to do it the day after, but I'm gonna let your Bloodbound questions percolate in your heads, and then you can ask me. You haven't what? You're having a mini money crisis, so no. Don't get into gambling to solve that. I highly discourage that. Just gonna say that outright right now. I am anti-gambling to solve your money issues. Well, if we want this to, be the same, it needs to be one higher than that. But I feel like, by be the same, I mean, like, feel like it's same height. No. This is 10. Everyone please be financially responsible. Exactly. And then maybe we'll have these be a little higher, and then it's that does that. Yeah. Me like it. Me like it, me don't know how I'm gonna do that. Oh, it's probably gonna be with this, actually. How do we do it with that? I don't know, I don't know. I do not know. I just know we definitely want this to be at least this level. Like that? No. Sometimes you gotta do hand motions, man. I think like that. Yeah. 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 That feels good. That's goodness. Okay. I kind of have to pee, guys. Should I take a... Yeah, we're 1 hour in. I should take a break. Let's pull up music so you're not entirely alone in silence. I don't know what this accent is. You guys can discuss the, like, gambling in my chat. Sure. Okay, why is it we loading poorly? Okay, please do not give ad. Please, can I mute you before you try to give me? Oh, no ad! Look at that. Okay, I will be right back. Why are we rushing? Exactly. I don't even know. I don't even know why we're rushing. Just happened. I will be back. See you all very soon.
It was interdimensional. It was only the moon and me. It was past pataphysical. It was what said the tune in G. It was long irresistible, like a thorn in a blossom tree. Or was lost imperceptible. It was nothing if not serene. I wasn't big, I wasn't small, I wasn't anyone. It was multi-directional. Wasn't there to determine why. It was plainly invisible, like the depth of the blue sky. I was whole, indivisible, but you asked me if you could try. There was no individual. There was not even you or I wasn't big, I wasn't small.
I just realized I turned Russian right after reading the history of the day about communism, didn't I? What is this? Why am I like... I'm like grainy and pale in the camera right now. I mean, I am normally pale.
Life is blooming all around, the undulating order. My ears were bathed in strange sounds.
Oh, I'm just sitting here. This is not the start of stream. This was a break. I'm gonna put more lip oil on. I've like licked it all off. Welcome back to the living room.
Life was blooming all around, the undulating order.
Did I say that?
Strange sounding tune.
Oh.
Dropped in the ocean, oh so benevolent.
That was just
From the
supposed to be
eyebrows
welcome back to the living. That makes sense. I was like, did I say something weird? I would put it past me to mix up my sentence and say, instead of being like, welcome back, I'm back to stream, being like, I'm back to the living room, or something like that. Don't add it onto it, that makes sense. But I would not put myself past accidentally saying something like that at the beginning of stream. Beginning of stream being beep 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 pop pop. Anyways, you understood what I meant, and it didn't matter. Should we immediately go up one? Methinks yes. Let's slash fill this. Yay. We've got a big wall. Yes. Bam. And then, you know, just like every 2 or so, make it regal. Just a 2 and then a 3. and then a 2, and then wee. How's it look from the ground? Yeah, imposing. That's the word I meant before. Why did my chat just refresh on my phone like that? It did something weird. Why? Yes. Yes. Anyways. Let's see if I can smack you in here, like. Eh. Can I see the corner, please? No. Damn. Like this. And then we're gonna see how it looks. Pearl. Pro sellers. Ah, you followed me recently. Hello! I saw you followed me while I was offline, I think. But hello, welcome to chat. We've got interesting vibes right now, but I'm building. It's usually an interesting vibe stream when I'm building, to be fair, because I'm all by myself. Yeah, okay. This looks bad right now. Like once I've got the chonky going on. And then oh, I did these birch shelves on pillars. Do I want birch shelves still on the pillars like this? Because I can't stick it in here, but I could figure something out probably. Oh, wait. You need to be like that actually, because you can't stick there. Cause I'm about to have a stair there. Let's do our stair action. It's my foot. Oh, it's your friend. It's the Wrigley friend. Hello, Wrigley friend. Welcome. Bam. What are we doing? Why did that feel like it was lower over there? I never know what I'm doing. It's fine. Bam. Or are the center ones at the bottom a block? They're a block. We don't need to place it as a block. We could just add another one of those. There we go. There we go. It's looking good. That's gonna be a window, by the way. What would you raise me? I'm ignoring chat, haven't I? Ah, Wrigley's promoting you. Interesting. Guys, if there's one thing you'd want to see out of my Bloodbound, like, stuff, a character development, an interaction with another character, what would it be? I'm curious. I'll leave that at that. I was about to ask another question, but we're gonna leave it at that right now, so we're just on one topic. I'm curious what your thoughts and opinions are. What do you want me to do? Ugh, not like that. Like that. Is it too small of a window? We are Russian again. Commit murder. Okay, so Wrigley, my characters have passed this. I don't know if you picked that up, but I'm not sure it makes sense for me to commit murder. You want me to accept the paranormal? I don't know about that, meow. You think B Teddy will accept the paranormal? I don't know. I don't know, chat. Well, why not? I don't know. I don't know if that's possible, guys. You guys are requesting some pretty difficult things out of my character. Jeez. I feel like it needs to be thicker. You know? The top window needs to have thicker stuff going on. What if I do a little this action and a little this action, and then maybe if we want thicker, I know it's probably technically not that much thicker, but if we go for the shelves instead, where are you shelves? And we do a little this action, it'll feel thicker, I think. Methinks. Methinks. I've missed things. I don't owe you $50. I know how much I owe people. I've missed things. Commit accidental murder? I'm not gonna okay, I might commit accidental murder. I could do that probably. That would have some interesting character development. My character would get so like depressed. Oh my god, stop doing this to me, shelves. My character would go through quite the panic attack if they accidentally murdered somebody. I'm gonna be so real. What? What do I count as professional editing? Well, technically this is a job, so just say that you've been doing it for YouTuber. You don't have to say who. I have to schnez. We're good. Well, the keyword there is accidental, exactly. When do they not have a Hey! Sometimes. Sometimes they don't. Man. Just wait until this episode comes out, okay? We have a pretty chill episode, for episode 6, actually. It was shocking to me. I was going through all of episode 6 waiting for, like, everything to just go wrong, and it didn't, somehow. It somehow just, it was nice to me, and we were fine. I don't like how that looks. We could do that instead. Uh-huh. Me no likey. Me no likey. Me no like it. Me no like it. That's a little better. This is the voice we have right now. Maybe a little both of it? It get thinner as it goes? That's not awful. Wrong block. Realization. What if I make it thicker? The whole plot of this is make it thicker, like this. Window! Anyways, I was ignoring chat for a while, wasn't I? Happens every episode at this point. Well, what can you do? Yeah. Okay, I didn't actually miss much. That was me drinking for the hydrate or dihydrate. We're talking about things I don't need to pay attention to. I can ignore them. I'm a good streamer, guys. I'm the best. I'm the greatest of all time. No one needs to question that. Realize I could have just done that. That makes my life easier. Look at that. Niceness. Kindness to me. I don't even know how this is gonna look. Like staggered leveling like this. That's not my problem. That's why I didn't do it. It's because this is also staggered. Oh, silly Billy. Okay. Okay. Problem. Problem. Like that. Okay. 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 Oh, it works. Very good streamer. Thank you. I totally didn't fish for that compliment. What am I doing? I want this now. These faces are because I'm not sure how this is coming together. It's so real. I have to sneeze again. It's not happening, but it really needs to. I promise. I see. I'm hungry. I'm really liking the front of the build streamy. Thank you. I think, thank you. That was weirdly phrased, Will. I'm just now uncomfortable because I really had to sneeze for a moment, and now I don't. Why am I snurfly? Teddy, why did why did I call you Streamy? I don't know why you called me Streamy. It was weird. You're gonna retire from talking for a bit? No, I need you in chat. Oddly, am I hungry? I don't know if I'm hungry. Guys? What's up? Other people in Bloodbound think I'm gonna die soon. That's all you guys get to know, actually, about that. Hilariously, they all seem to think I'm gonna die soon, but not that I'm, any of them want that to happen. So I don't know what that necessarily means. That needs to pop. No, that don't need to pop like that, actually. No. Do you want to eat dirt together? Maybe later. Not right now. We keep, turning Russian. I don't know why. It looks nice. It looks like a building you would find in a desert oasis that would have the best look. This? This looks deserty? Interesting. It's hard for vamps to die. Yeah, but in the original series, it was only the vampires who died until the last session, so. Before the last session, should have been the phrasing in that. That actually looks really good! I was saying I didn't know how the weird diagonal was gonna look, and I think I like it. I think the window could have been bigger, honestly. Should I make the window bigger? Russian accents are cool, but it's not intentional in the slightest. That's the thing. I keep slipping into this Russian accent. I have never been in a Slavic country nor really spoken to a Slavic person. So, I don't know where it's coming from. Now we're country. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know if I should make it bigger. I think it's fine like this. It's feeling a little castle-y right now, but I think that's only because this looks like a crown. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Ha. Um, I guess, yeah, but it doesn't feel like anyone hates you enough. Exactly. Everyone, the rest of the cast think I'm gonna die. Which means they think one of them's gonna kill me, but none of them seem to want me to die. So, like, what do you do with that, you know? I don't know why I'm so snarfly right now. Big window. It can't be like this. It needs to be lower and then closed at the top. And then probably like this. That's ugly. Maybe it needs to be multiple windows? I want a big window though. I feel like I've missed stuff. Teddy probably has more people protecting her than people out to get her. Yeah, but people lie. Not everyone actually necessarily likes my character that much. A lot of them see, like, in character, I mean. A lot of the Bloodbound characters see my character as weak, and so they protect my character for that reasoning. I'm gonna actually pop these up one, I think. I feel like I want it up, but I don't know, actually. I don't know! Yeah. I want the same kind of design as these windows here. And we're just gonna... Because I can't actually place it here. It's a problem. Yeah, I think I want it up. I think we're gonna boost this all up one, and then I'm gonna be so annoyed. Or at least the front face. We'll boost all of the front face up one, and then see if we need the back to also be up one. I don't know. I've ignored a lot of chat. She's gonna have a whole squad by the end of the series. Maybe at the diagonal wall there should be small windows. Maybe. I don't really... Diagonal windows are difficult. That's my reasoning. I think it's too round. I think that's a problem, because it's like a sharp point, but it's too round here. Maybe I just, we pull some of this. Make it just a tad sharper. Is that what I just did? Yeah. Just maybe even a smidgen sharper than that. Now it feels round again. I don't know. Anyways. It's foreboding Teddy Mafia boss. Oh. It got jumped. Where? Convert all the humans? I don't want to convert all the humans. That's... No. People lying. Yeah, everybody lies. I'm just struggling to read right now, like, so bad. Okay, I don't need to read that. Yeah, you're just talking about the server now. Okay. That works. And then we were bringing this all up one, weren't we? I got distracted from that. Oh, I was gonna ask another question about your opinions on Bloodbound. Specifically, I want to hear if you guys have any headcanons about anything Bloodbound related. Like, if you have headcanons about other characters, if you have theories about my backstory, or like things I've mentioned that haven't filled in and you're not sure if I'm gonna fill in, what kind of things you want in there. I want to hear that. Okay. Right. I was also in the middle of figuring this out. We're just gonna like pop these in and then make it round. Ah. Like this. But this doesn't like work at all. Because now I can't stick these on top. I realize. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. We ignore it. These are simpleton windows. Simple windows that don't need to be framed perfectly. Because we'll stick it here and it will matter. There we go. Yes. Yes. Okay. That's good enough. Teddy addicted to Lily of the Valley? Yeah, that's not even really a headcanon. that's practically canon. I mean, I guess it's not explicitly stated, and you don't see me necessarily inhaling Lilies of the Valley, but I'm a little too into it. That's not where that's supposed to go. That's almost canon, though. Puppies. What if she puts little of flour in all her meals to try and make herself immune? Yeah, she'd totally do that. Like what people do with poisons. Yeah, no. Bloodbound Teddy would definitely be down to do that. Ender would have to, like, investigate all of Teddy's meals. Teddy would definitely do that. Does she make medicine stuff, right? Yeah. I'm an apothecary. Which basically is herbal remedies and such, specifically. Still very common in the 1800s, which is when we're set. Before some of that, like, kind of was pushed out of being considered, like, a proper medicine practice. Which, like, it still is, obviously, like, herbal remedies are real and they are effective, but doctors have become just, like, such a more legitimized thing than, like, an apothecary. And obviously, like, you want to be going to an actual doctor for a whole lot of these sorts of ailments. But, yeah, in the 1800s, you're balancing, like, apothecaries and midwives and doctors and trying to figure out a system between all of that at that time period, so. And, like, doctors are kind of not super safe at that time either, because it's a bunch of, like, 1700s-ish is kind of as doctors are just, like, men taking over healing practices that a lot of midwives had been doing, and not employing a lot of the, like, sanitation practices, because a lot of sanitation practices the women were doing were, like, second nature things, that they just, like, picked up over time and weren't necessarily, like, written down. But yeah. Let's scroll up. What have I missed? The only headcanon Will had to offer was Yuri, and honestly, I'm here for it. Yeah, Yuri's always good to add. I was actually quoted in our channel, in the Bloodbound Discord today for saying, what did I say? It's actually really funny. I should just look at it. Oh, somebody's messaged me on Discord. Did anyone? It's Will. Will, do I need to respond to that right now? It's probably because I messaged you right before starting stream, actually. You're probably responding. So I said, I was quoted saying, I'm a good runner. I can escape death long enough to have a year of full life. It's great. I can escape death long enough. Like, that was because my stream froze on my phone, by the way. You applied to the jobs. Yay! Good job. Good job, Will. Enter. Caught the herbs and spices. Okay, I've caught up. Me when leeches. I don't know. Oh, the backpack. Welcome to stream. I am building. Okay, so we've got walls. We got walls going for us. I forgot. We need to bust out the windows over here and figure out what the heck is going on with these windows. I mean, I kind of know what the heck's going on with these windows. Why does it take so long to build? I swear, I keep being convinced I'm gonna have so much more done each stream, and then I don't. I don't know why I'm so hungry. It's probably because I didn't have, like, a proper lunch. I had, like, a late breakfast and a snack. That makes sense. Should probably try to align these windows on this side to that side. So you are 4 in. One. Is it 4 in from the thing? It was 4 in from the thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Yay! Beam down. And then 2 and then 2. Okay. I feel like I'm missing stuff. How's it going? It's going good. We building. You know how it go. We building into Minecraft. Have I missed anything important? Why are we saying British people suck? I said herbs? Yeah, I say herbs. What about it? I like the sound better than herbs. Herbs sounds bad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Window. A window. And a window. Yay. Yay. I'm schnurfling. Okay, I don't think I need to catch up on that. It's herbs. Herbs. Herbs sounds bad. It sounds bad. I don't like the sound of herbs. 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 It sounds stupid. Herbs sounds better. I will fight you on that. Not very hard. I don't care how people pronounce things, but I think herbs sounds bad. What is the center of this? The center of this is the center of this doorway. It's here. How wide across are you? You're 5. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just gonna stick the staircase in now. Have I missed important things other than more herbs? I don't know, maybe being born a Canadian will do that to me, man. I don't think I read that properly, like, at all. I think I had some fun with those words a little bit. 1, 2, 3. I think I jumbled them as I said it. I don't need to read all this. You're just fighting over herbs. There we go. And snurch, snurch, snurch. I don't know why I said snurch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we want it to be 5, and then that's the level we want it on. 5. Yay! Yay! I don't know what I'm doing. I think that's pretty obvious. Let's fill this in. Does that line up? I don't even know if that lines up. We're gonna hope it does. There's a bald eagle. Whoa. We're being American for some reason. In chat. Strange. I'm doing great. That's good. That's good. Now I've just been looking up every once in a while and seeing strange conversations in chat. No, I don't need to deal with that. I'm like tired. I feel like building streams are me being weird brains making weird noises, struggling to stay on topic, and complaining about different ailments I am experiencing. You know when sometimes, like, you get tired and you get a bit of a headache and it just feels like soap? It doesn't, like, soap has nothing to do with anything, but, like, it feels like soap, you know? What even would this room be? I don't even know. I don't... floor! What do I do with you? What are you? Shouting at a build doesn't get anything to actually happen. This was bad, what I've done here. Grr, 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 grr. It does feel like soap. Will gets me. Will gets me, guys. This is why Will's my friend. He gets me. Yeah, it feels like soap. I feel like soap right now. It's not good. I never finished my story about going out. It wasn't that interesting. We had to wait forever to get food at the restaurant, though. We went to 3 different restaurants. The first one said they were a 45-minute wait time. The second one said they were a 30-minute wait time. The third one, we get in, they seat us. There's like 10 empty tables, but there's like a baby shower in the back in a party room. And after we order, they tell us that it's a 20 to 25-minute wait time, and we're like, alright, well, at least we're seated. And they tell us it's because of the party, and then 25, 30 minutes pass, and they come back, and the waitress is like, I am so sorry. Looks like you're gonna have to wait another 5 to 10 minutes. And we were like, it's fine. And then we waited another, like, 15 minutes, and then we were served. Food was good. It was really funny. My sister, my mom, they both ordered burgers, and I ordered, like, a fettuccine alfredo. And they got burgers and fries, but they were, like, double burgers. So they were very full after eating them. Focus up. You know what? Yeah. We're just gonna drag it all the way to this. Hydrator, dietary. What did I eat? I didn't eat soap. Well, I didn't eat soap. I had muffin. I think that's why I feel like soap. It's because my mouth kind of tastes like banana muffin. See, this is not the correct level. That's fine, because we can make it the correct level by doing this. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So I ate my fettuccine alfredo and I got to eat all of their fries. Did I end up saying that out loud? I got to eat all their fries, and they were like good fries. They were the okay, they aren't wet, but you know, like when a fry's like real good and like the moisture content inside it is like good, you know, with the slightly starchy outside. It was that kind of fry. We're good. They were good stuff. We could have like a mini staircase over here. You know? We could have a mini staircase. I'm so smart and clever and awesome. It's like 2 up though. Ugh! Why did it do that? Guys. One of my shows came out today and it was a good show. It was the last episode of a 4-part series, and it was good. Did you know it was good, guys? It was good. It was about 2 gang leaders falling in love because they both made wishes at a shrine, and they had to go and do their like alms or whatever. How do you pronounce it? I don't think it's alms. Alms? Whatever it is. Alms. You gotta go do your alms. What if it's just like this instead? And we all wow wow. You know, like a bow wow. I wanted to be in one. It's a bow wow. You know, like the bow wow. But yeah, they had to go to 9 temples after. I'm just ignoring. It was not Bridgerton. Have I ignored anything important? There's lots of taking your meds, but I don't think I need to take meds. I never take meds. I am not on any meds. Fun facts. Such a big room with no purpose. Exactly. The purpose is to be big. Yeah, you guys get it. It is not Bridgerton. You know the Bow Wow. I don't even know what I meant by Bow Wow. The Bow Wow. What about this is Bow Wow? You know? What about it is Bow Wow? It's Bow Wow. Chat, it's the Bow Wow. Anyways, yeah, they're gangsters. They're gang leaders, and the one guy's got like pants. He's got pants with badges of all the other gangs that he's beat before. And that's how he became leader of his gang. Is his gang saw his pants and were like, "Man, you're so epic and cool, and you've got all these badges of the other gangs you've beat. You gotta be in charge of us." And he was like, "Yeah, all right, sure." Turns out he just like bought all of the other badges because they're all gangs associated with universities, so they're just like the university badges. Yeah, and my head is hurty. And yeah, so they fight each other in the first episode, and the one guy, Pants guy, steals the other guy's badge. And so his gang is like, "Yo, you need to go get our badge back." And he's like, "Damn, this sucks." But then he realizes the reason he keeps like being super clumsy is because he hasn't done the alms he promised to do at the 9 temples after after asking the temple to, I guess God, not the temple, to make him his gang leader. So then he goes to the temple and he bumps into Pants Guy. Turns out Pants Guy also made a wish, but you don't get to know what his wish is. Turns out his wish, we find this out like way later, is to find his grandma who has Alzheimer's and got lost because she ran away. And he did find her, and he's doing his alms. Saying it incorrectly, I feel like I'm saying it incorrectly. I should be a gay. Seems like a lot of work. Anyways, as they decide that they're going to go and do their 9 temple alms together, because the one guy is like convinced he's gonna be able to get his badge back from Pants Guy at some point, but instead they end up falling in love. But yeah, last episode came out today. It was a very good episode. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Me when I steal the pants. He never successfully steals. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. He did actually steal the pants at one point, but it was because he'd already fallen in love at this point, and he was planning on not stealing the pants. I'm not sure what he planned to do at that point, but it wasn't stealing the pants anymore, but he knew he'd get in trouble with his gang if he didn't steal the pants. Anyways, his gang shows up and makes him steal the pants. And it's a very angsty moment. And then he has to do all this stuff to get Pants Guy's forgiveness so that then they can date. Yes, it is yaoi. It's gay. I want y'all to know when I'm home alone and getting snacks or whatever, I will just sing creepy ass sea shanties while I'm going about my day. Yeah, that's fine. That's normal things. You got oranges. Oranges are good. You have grapes. You didn't have to cut them in half this time. That's good. Is that you have tinier grapes? You have a special fruit called air. I also have a special fruit called air. I had grapes earlier today though. So what goes on here is the question. Do we just like have a hole? Like how does stairs work? You know, I could totally just like so this part. So we just like we drag the walls up. You know? And that keeps going. And then there will be like an air pocket in it. And then I don't know what goes on here. But we're gonna just like okay, well, first we're just gonna pretend this makes sense, you know? We'll cover it up. Nobody will notice. I don't know how we're connecting this, but we're gonna have a curved roof affair going on. You know how it is. You were just discussing grapes in my chat. Maybe not. Maybe we just like fill it with our goat, like, you know? It's fine. I'm hungry. So I guess this goes out one further. I don't know even where the walls are gonna be. Orange. I don't like oranges. Oranges are bad. You want me to go east? You want me to go eat? I don't want to. The thing is, if I go eat now, we usually eat at like 5, and then 5 is in an hour. I shouldn't eat now. It would be bad. It would be silly guy behavior, because then I wouldn't be hungry. But also, I am worried there was chili in our crock pot. And me no likey chili. And we had white chili, like, earlier this week. So I'm really hoping I'm not having chili again. Don't want to do that. Why are we so far this way? I've done this incorrectly. I will eat once I end stream, which will be soon because it's been 2 hours and I have no clue what's going on with this build right now. It's fine. It's fine. That's a crazy dinner time? No, it's not. It's a perfectly normal dinner time for a man to have. It's because we get hungry at this time. That's why. My family just gets hungry right about now. And we hold off. But then I don't get like hungry in the evenings or anything. But yeah, see, this is gonna go to, I guess, probably whatever this height is. You know? And there'll just be like an air pocket there that we ignore. It could be the foretold bathrooms. Calling them the foretold bathrooms a little funny. Also, there's no way a bathroom can go here. Gotta let the ideas marinate. When I eat dinner, it's at 6. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. This definitely needs to go taller because, like, you can't walk through a doorway at this height here. Oh, you can actually. It's just, like, really stupid. I know there's a new message just down there. I should play the Backrooms game. I feel like I wouldn't find it that entertaining. Like, I've seen clips of it. It's not like my style of game much. And I don't know if it's worth money or not, but I'm really not one to spend money on a game if I think I'm gonna play it once, sort of thing. I don't know what's up with this level. I'm definitely not playing the Italian brain rot backrooms. That's AI. Well, the Italian brain rot's AI. I don't know about the rest of it. Ah! That's fine. Okay. We're fine. Don't mind me. Realization. This was meant to be like this. Which means I do need to scooch this one forwards, and then we do it like this. And my voice apparently needs to crack while I'm talking. And then we're gonna change this into dark oak. Because I can cover it up on the bottom anyways. It's fine. Like this. Because the wall is gonna suddenly be like here-ish. Actually, maybe I don't want it there because I might be doing scaffolding things. Scaffolding things? Like molding things. And this goes here. Ah! Have I missed things? I've definitely missed things. That'd be a funny thing to see, maybe. I don't know. This discrimination? It's not. I'm just anti-AI. As most should be. It's bad for the environment and it thieves art. Probably my own art, too. Knowing, the fact that I post my art on the internet. Big no-no. It's also started being used for military stuff too, which is even worse. He's awful. We're just gonna, like, ignore that that's not lined up, and then it's gonna be a... Oh, because that's, for some reason, 2, and then this is 3, and then it's fine, and nobody needs to care or notice in any way, shape, or form. Yes. Okay. This is fine. This is all fine. Should place mud there? Why? Look, I'm not placing more mud, don't worry. It's not mud time anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. These walls are, like, so highly questionable. For being so real right now. But we ignore it. Because we're chilling like that. You know? I'm anti-AI, but the Italian Brain Rot Backrooms game isn't made with AI, but the original Italian Brain Rot is made with AI. So, like, no matter what, it is encouraging the use of AI. Like, it doesn't matter if it actually uses AI. It's the fact that the reproduction of AI, like, normalizes it, I guess, is what I'm going for. I don't want you like this. I want you like this. Ah! You know, I'm anti-normalization of things we should hate. I'm great. I'm good. This is just, we're just gonna adjust that and pretend it doesn't exist in the way it does. Do you line up? You do line up. So then we just shift it to the side ever so slightly. Yes. Yeah, let's hate on things. Yeah, hate on things, guys. Hate on things that are bad for the environment and society and in general. I fully encourage. Sorry, I just got a notification from Hunter. It made me laugh. I can ignore that. Like men. I don't know. I think Rack can deserve a little hate. We can hate on Rack a little bit. He's still a bit too much of a man sometimes, you know? Sometimes he does man things, and you have to be like, dude, stop it. What? You know? You have been given permission to bully Rack. You always have permission to bully Rack. I fully encourage such behaviors. I am more saying that because Wrigley is a Rack watcher first. Yes. I think this is it. I'm, like, not able to focus much longer. This is so sad. I got that room, and this front face done. I mean, it's not awful, but I keep feeling like I'm gonna get more done. I thought I'd have the exterior of this done, but I do not. But we have an idea of it. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the roof do this in this section. Whatever's going on here is probably gonna have to be like a really small this connecting. Just for like roof shape of rain and stuff, not catching rain. And then yeah, this will drag over to where this is like this. Which actually it's gotta start like here because of that divot. So that's probably also gonna have a little bit of a that going on, if you know what I mean. The shapes I'm pointing out. So we do know what the exterior looks like, and then after that, we're only going to be struggling like a lot with the interior. Originally I said I didn't know if I was going to use this for like more flashbacks and stuff. I don't think I'm going to have it done in time, so probably not. Maybe we'll do like an epilogue or something. Who knows? Hydrate or dihydrate. You can always tell when my voice is getting a little crunchy and I need to take a sip of water. But we're also kind of just at that point of stream. Whoa! Frame rate for a second there with my camera. He doesn't spend enough time with his wife. Is his wife Will? Will's his husband. You want to make a witchy tower? That's nice. That's nice. I like a witchy tower. I like a good witchy tower. Will I be on Arctic this week? Yeah, I should be on Arctic Wednesday and Saturday. That's kind of the stream schedule I've got going right now is Monday Bill streams because Monday gets canceled if I'm not editing well in time. And then Wednesday, Saturday, Arctic. Ooh. And then Tuesday's the Bloodbound upload. So it's kind of a stream because we've been doing premieres. I'm gonna take this off now. Love this skin, by the way. Thank you. That's currently my Arctic SMP specific skin. I'm gonna probably be wearing that for most of the rest of Arctic SMP. Unless we're doing like a wedding event or Tarlaw stuff and things like that. God condemns you? When did I condemn you? I hate Arctic. I said I was gonna be on. What are you guys on about? But yeah, that's the plan. My wrist really doesn't hurt that much anymore. I'm very happy about that. Goodness comes in life. I don't know why I'm just sitting here. Like my sheep. Trolling Wiggly, that's why we're here. With my magic worm towers. It's a sheep. It is a sheep. For some reason, it's got springy feet. I'm doing it on the back ones for springy feet. I have a bunch of Minecraft mobs on my desk. Like, springs are, like, really catchy, though. If you don't push it at the right angle. I don't know why I'm just sitting here. We don't seem to have a thing to be discussing. I kind of, like, tabbed into Facecam in case something came up for us to, like, discuss thoroughly, but we don't seem to be. So I'll just go find somebody to raid. Thank you guys for coming and chatting. It makes me quite happy now to have this many people who actually enjoy a building stream. Because my building streams used to be my worst performing streams. Like, I'd have an average of, like, less than one viewer. Or less than 2 viewers at the very least. So that's why I haven't done a building stream in a long time, and I've started doing them again, is because you guys are actually showing up for them. But yeah, they were, like, my least watched streams. I'd be yapping, like, nonstop, and there'd be nobody in chat. Which was difficult, because if you're by yourself, too, and there's nobody in chat, you run out of topics pretty quickly. So that's why I hadn't been doing them recently. You might bring them back in me. You might just. I mean, I have this big project to work on now with the Rosenwood Estate. So we'll see after that. I might bring us back into my creative world. Were some old builds that I did on stream, but I didn't save the VODs of because that was back when I wasn't saving VODs regularly. Well, yeah. It's nice that you guys come in and yeah, or just like the fact that you guys enjoy watching my building streams makes me quite happy because honestly, building is my favorite part of this sort of stuff. Would you play Pico Park again? Yeah. If like obviously I'd need a different group of people to do it with because it's pretty repetitive if you do it with the same people. But yeah, Pico Park is a good repeatable game. And it's always a different experience based on who you're playing it with. So yeah. This is like building inspired. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I have Pico Park 1 and 2, so Which honestly, maybe I should gift Will the second one, and then we can play that. Do I have two? Am I lying? I can actually fully just tab out on my computer and look right now. Because I had to have both downloaded. Where are you? Oh no, I only just have the first one. I could get the second one. They're pretty cheap. Rack just started streaming? That's good because I was about to like raid nobody because none of my mutuals are live. Let's give him a raid. Let's give him some love. How convenient of him, yes. It's almost like he knew. I don't think he did. There we go. Go say hi to him, give him love. Maybe I'll be on his stream if he's on the server. Maybe. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, but he usually streams for a really long time, so once I've recuperated, downloaded my VOD and started uploading it, I might join him on the server. Either way, I'll be in chat for a little bit. So give him some love. He always starts streams at 4, yeah. Well, his having an actual stream schedule is relatively new for him, and I'm time blind, so I haven't actually noticed. But yeah, that'll be it. Bye bye, meow. Bye bye, everybody, I guess, because I'm gonna hit rage now. Love you all very much. Have a good morning, noon, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. Love you all, and goodbye.